Let me share my screen. Okay, let me give you some hints of what we are going to do. So I will give you just one example of relationships and advanced fetching things. Okay, you will not need that much, but yeah, still. Okay, so updating an instance we did. Now let's talk about relationships. Okay, so I discussed this in the previous thing, as you can see here. Okay, so I this did this playlist ID and songs. Okay, so playlist songs is a relationship, which is song and playlist. Two relationships are there. Okay, so there is one way to do this. Okay, so this is a simple way. So if you want to make a relationship of two tables, then maybe you can just get their primary keys and store it in a separate table. Okay, but there is one issue that I every time see whenever I'm doing this. Okay, so let's start that. So let's see, I want to explore playlist number what do we say, one. Okay, so let me give you an example. Okay, so this has a name also. Okay, name. Okay, here I should not do that. Okay, so playlist song relationship ID, this is a primary key. Yeah, here is the name playlist name. Playlist name will be string. Okay, and then yeah, there is some name playlist. Okay, playlist that I have made, and I want to explore that playlist. Okay, so basically I want all the songs that are there in my playlist. Okay, so suppose there is a playlist called um, um, study. Okay, so I want to not study. Okay, driving. Okay, so yeah, so driving, and I want to explore all the songs which are there in the playlist. So what I will do, this driving has an ID of one in the playlist table. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, so my favorite and worst song. So let's say I want to access my favorite songs. Okay, so let's continue this, my favorite songs. Okay, so what I will have to do, I will have to just search here first in this table. Okay, so in this table, it will contain the foreign key, the playlist ID, and the song ID. Okay, so basic thing I wanted to understand is I want the song name, I want the song details. Okay, I want the song details. Okay, and I want that song's details which are in the playlist number one. Okay, so what I will do, I will just search in the relationship table, and I will you know like search in the relationship table, I will search for PID 1. Okay, so wherever there will be playlist ID number 1, okay, I will basically take that song's ID. So this is also ID. Okay, don't forget, this is also ID. Okay, so suppose there is a list of IDs that I am collecting. Okay, so what I will do, I will just do playlist song. I will just query in this database playlist underscore songs dot query. So let me write. Okay, so let's just revise playlist underscore songs dot. So I will make it. Don't worry. Query dot filter by. Okay, and I will do what the ID PID should be equal to 1. Okay, and dot all. Okay, basically this PID is not unique, as we discussed before. Okay, don't forget the old concepts. I told that this is ID is not unique, means that relationship can have more than one playlist ID, saying that yeah, more than one songs also can belong to the same playlist, right? So, and then I will iterate in each object. So this will have this IDs. Okay, so playlist songs IDs, so which will have this playlist song relationship ID primary key. So this will have this one, then PID will be 1, and then song will be 2, like this. Okay, then another object will look like, okay, it is not exactly looking like this, but yeah, so this will be an object of the table. Okay, so 1, suppose let's say 2, 1, and song number 3, right? So basically this is how it will look. Okay, now I want the song name, so I will iterate in this. Okay, so I will tell that yeah, for I in this list, whatever this list is coming. Okay, and then I will take each song ID, and then I will search in the songs table. Okay, so what exactly did I implement, it's that I will search in the relationship first what are the songs that are related with it, and then I will go to songs table and then search for that song primary key, and then I will you know get the song name. Okay, so this much things you will have to do when you have a separate relationship table. But there is one thing called relationship. Okay, so db dot relationship. So let's go to our models. Okay, so I have our models in on the up only. Okay, so here, and my models are like roles users and role is there. Okay, so let me do one thing. Okay, so let me create album. So I will give you an album example, db dot model. Okay, and then I will give this table name. Okay, I will give this table name album. Then there will be one primary key, album id is equal to, I'll just copy this. Yeah, and then there will be album underscore name is equal to db dot column, db dot string nullable is equal to false. Okay, and then I will have yeah, that's it. Okay, and then let's say I will create one songs table. Okay, so there is one songs table. There is db dot model. I will do table name. Okay, so there is some piece of code I'm gonna reuse directly. Okay, so album id is equal to db dot column. So this will be s underscore id, which is song id, and this will also be a primary key. Okay, and then I will say song underscore name is equal to db dot string, right? Yeah, and then let's say I will say that I want to have a relationship with the song and albums, but I don't want to create a I don't want to create a separate table. Okay, so because it gives me, it is messing up, because I will have to just search for the id in the table, and then first just first fetch the ids and then fetch here. Okay, so that is a problem. What if I just make it one attribute? Okay, so there is a song object. Suppose, let's say, there is an object like this. Okay, songs table, and there is primary key one. So what if I can just dot album. Okay, so I will just access this relationship dot album. It will give me it will give me so if I will, so this is a song one. Okay, so let's say it has a song variable. So song dot album. Okay, what if it has this attribute? Okay, and it will give me the album object directly. It will give me the album object directly. Okay, so basically, I am working on that type of relationship which will give me this type of things. Okay, so I will not have to worry about anything. I have a song object and I can just query for the album object directly. Okay, so let's say I'm going this album is equal to db dot relationship. Okay, and db dot relationship I will say, and then I will say db dot. Okay, so just a second. Okay, so what will I do is that I will have a table. Okay, so what table it has a relationship with? So I will say it is with album table. Okay, so album table it has a relationship. Okay, so I can type this also, album class, comma, I can do backref. Okay, so I can do a back reference, but let's see that. Okay, so back ref or back populates. Okay, so two things are there. I will explain that what is that, but let me just type it. Okay, so db dot back ref. It is album dot al underscore id. Okay, so now I have a relationship defined. Okay, but there is one thing. Okay, so when we were making relationship in here, okay, so here there were foreign keys of playlist and songs both. Okay, so in this example, songs has a relationship but it doesn't have a foreign key. Okay, so in order to have a relationship you should have a reference of other reference of the other table. Okay, so I will just say that this is foreign underscore album is equal to db dot column. Okay, and which is a db dot foreign key. Okay, this is db dot foreign key, and this is album dot, what is the key that I'm saving? Alb id, like this. Okay, so now the relationship is defined. Okay, so I have a foreign key for album, and I will say that for now I don't want to have any attributes of that. And then there is a relationship album. Okay, so basically it will create an entry, and if I will just access this variable, it should give me the album that is it is related to it. Okay, so you will understand it more, but yeah, so I will have to just code a little more to make you understand of it. So let's do one thing. Let's just delete this. Okay, we will learn migration. Okay, don't worry about it. There is no data right now, so I can just do this. I hope it will not cause any errors. Yeah, so as you can see here, there is a table, there is an album table, there is a songs table, and has a foreign key. Okay, so now let's say I want to have I have this relationship album. Okay, so now I will create html for songs, albums. Okay, and then I will basically do this. Okay, I will connect them. Okay, so let's say I am doing, so I'm just copy pasting one html. Okay, so to just make it simple, let me, yeah, just take this form. Okay, so to add entry of the songs, okay, to create songs in my database, I will just create upload.html. So I'm not going to upload any file right now. I'll just upload some random file and I'll just post it. Okay, so this is form action. It will go to upload underscore songs right now. I will create this route. Method is post. Okay, and I will tell you what this is, but you will have to first select one album that you want to select, and then okay, so this is a little complicated. I should just um okay, so first let's not do this. Okay, I just missed the order. Okay, so let's just do for the albums first. Okay, so whatever the songs will be, so let's have this convention that songs will will have to belong to one album. Okay. So whenever the song will be uploaded, you will have to tell that yeah, this is the album that I'm putting it. Okay. So let's say there is some song for some creator. So when he will be uploading the song on Spotify, he will say that yeah, this is the yeah. So this is the album that I want to want to upload song into. Okay. So there are multiple albums of one creator, and then he or she will just tell that yeah, this is the album that I want to uh, you know I want to mm, create. Otherwise, I want to include this song in. Okay, so let's say for album I am creating first. So whatever I will do, I will just follow the order. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's start from here only. Okay, so let's say after it app dot route. Okay, and that is slash add underscore album. So this is for adding the album. Okay, this is for adding the album. Okay, and then I will tell methods is equal to get. So as just to remember the part that you will have by default get method, and you will not have the post method. You will have to mention. Okay, so add album, and you will have the if the get request is there, request dot method is equal to get. Then you will render template. What you will template add underscore album dot html. Okay, else else what you will do, I will just code it first. Okay, so else what you will do, you will take the request dot form dot get. Okay, so let's say I'm getting album name, that's it. Okay, so this is only thing that I will have to you know um check. Okay, so album name I will have to take, that's it. Okay, there is nothing in it. Album name is there, that's it. And then I will say that so first I will have to, as I checked with the user. Okay, I check the user if it is existing or not, so we will check. Okay, so album name should not be same. Okay, so let's put one more property. Okay, so just assume that I have this property. Okay, that this should be unique also. Okay, so I should just delete the database and create it again, but yeah, never mind. Okay, so I just want to make you feel overwhelmed by explaining all the concepts. Just focus on this. Okay, so album name is there, and then I will check. First, I will check in the table. Okay, so I will do that if album already exists. Okay, so these are the variables that you should not put, but I'm just for the explanation's sake, I will check that in the album dot query dot filter by. Okay, I will filter by, and what is the name in the album underscore name. Okay, so left hand side is album underscore name. Album underscore name is equal to um, album name. Okay, so I did assign a variable to here also. Album name is equal to, so if album already exists, you just check it dot first. Okay, and if this exists, okay, so if with the same name some album exists, okay, then you can't create the same album inside it. So if album name, this means that if this exists, okay, if album name sorry, if album already exists, then what you will do is then you will return a message called album already exists, use some different name. This is just to make you understand about the validation. This is called the backend validation. Okay, so you should not have duplicates. But what will happen is that if you will have that unique constraint in the database, right, if I will put unique is equal to true, and then I will try to add with the same name, then it will give error, it will throw an error. Okay, and I don't want that, so I will just put a backend validation saying that yeah, you should be careful about this. Okay, and then if it doesn't exist, then what was the purpose of create, what was the thing that I taught in the previous session that you will create an instance. Okay, so album I want to add is equal to albums instance with the album underscore name is equal to um, album name that I extracted from the form, and then I will return album. Oh, sorry, not return. I will do db dot session dot add, right? Album I want to add, then db dot session dot commit, right? And then I will do return album created, right? So this is the thing that I will have to make sure that I put it. Okay, so yeah, and now let's make for the songs also. Slash songs. Okay, so slash songs, and this will be also okay. So let's just copy this one. No, it is already there. There are some changes that I will tell you, but yeah, it is already there. So there will be first change will be there will be songs. Okay, then function will be add song. If get request is there, then add song.html. Then I will just pass the song name here, right? Song name, song name. If song already exists, right? I will not explain you the logic again and again. Okay, so wherever you can reuse the code, you should reuse the code. Yeah, I hope I don't make any mistakes though. Otherwise, I'm gone. But yeah, so songs will be song underscore name. Okay, so song underscore name, yeah, song underscore name, and then here it will be song name dot first. If song already exists, then return song already exists. Use some different name. Song I want to add, it will be a songs object, and then song underscore name will be song name. Okay, then album I want to add, otherwise I will just add it. So song I want to add and song created. So I'm not rendering any template, I'm just explaining you the concept. That's it. Okay, so add album and songs. Okay, so add song, let me make it. Okay, so now you know how the apps workflow is there, all the things are there. Okay, so I will just focus on explaining the part that is really important. So let's see now. Okay, okay, so localhost slash login form is good, name must be string, not instrumented attribute. Okay, mapper query. Okay, attribute name must be string, so I guess I did some mistake in the, I guess here. Yeah, so in this backref I will not have this. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so album is the relationship I'm gonna have. Okay, and then back reference is the name that I will use. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so just forget about it. Just refresh, confirm the resubmission. Server is not running. Sorry, ignore this back reference. I will explain it when the time will come, because I really need to. Yeah, so first register, it will say I'm registering, and then submit. Then I will again log in. Okay, so this is really, if this is really static, it is not exciting, but yeah. Hello, welcome to the dashboard, Darshan. Okay, so let's say I want to add now. Okay, so I don't have any HTML pages for now, so I'll just create some. So there should be some add song.html, and then I'll add album.html, right? So add underscore song.html, it will have the basic this, and it will have a form which you have only name. Okay, so I'll just copy this. Let me just copy the whole. Yeah. Then let's go to add song that has this body. Then let's say add song, and then let's say post, and it will be add underscore song. So this is why you should make routes first, because yeah, sometimes you know the logic and you will have to just put it. So add song is the route that I'm gonna make. Input type text. What is the thing that I entered here? So you'll have to match the names. Okay, so name you are extracting. This is song name. Okay, so song name I'm extracting. Password I don't need, and then I'm submitting. Okay, so now the same thing I will have to do with the album also. So I will do add underscore album dot html. Then I will, oh, I should just copy the whole. Sorry, control C, control V. Then I will say add album, method post, add album. It is songs or song. It is song, and then it is album. So this is also a mistake. You will have to just mention the route. Route was wrong. Add album. Add album is there. Then input name is here is album name. Okay. Okay. I'm good. I'll just terminate this. Run this again, and I'll refresh this. I'll go to. Oh, sorry. Localhost login. I am here. So I'll go to add underscore song. U function. There's a problem. What is the problem? I didn't uh I didn't do return. Here also I didn't do return because I copy pasted. Okay, we are good. I just should just go back. I should refresh. I should go to add underscore song. It is giving me a let's say chaya chaya. Mind if spelling is wrong. Song created. Okay. Now let's go here. Let's go to database, and then there is an entry called chaya chaya here. Okay. Then let's say I will try again. I will try to submit chaya chaya. Song already exists. Use some different thing. You can redirect it to home page. You can redirect it to whatever location you want, but you will have to redirect it. Okay. So basic thing is you will have to redirect it somewhere, not just show this text. Okay, it will look bad. You can just redirect it to the same form here. Okay, I will show you how to do flash messages. It is really easy. Okay, but for now I just want to focus on the relationships. Maybe I will explain you the flash part today only. So you can just show a message here, and you can redirect to him to the, you can redirect the you know user to directly here. Okay, okay, to the form. Ki bhai, the song that you want to add, it is not there. Okay, so you will have this. Okay, but then I will have album, add album, right? Add underscore album. Yes, Sutra.
So here we could create a song before creating any album, right?
Create a song before creating an album. This one, na?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will tell you about that, but I just wanted to test one form so that I could just, yeah.
Okay.
No worries. I will just delete it. Okay. So let's say I didn't make the implementation like that. No, because okay. So let's do this add album. Okay. So album is, suppose, let's say Gujarati, and submit album created. If I will go here and then I will do here this refresh, and then there is an album. Okay, so the thing is that I had this foreign key constraint null. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Okay, so when I said that this so see, I have, intentionally I have missed some things just to make you aware about it. Okay, so foreign key is their album name. Okay, so if I will tell that this foreign key should be unique. Okay, so I missed this because just to make you understand that if I will tell that this foreign key should be unique, okay, then I will have to put some album id. Okay, I will have to put some album id here saying that yeah, this belongs to album 1, this belongs to album 2, because it will not let me um, it will not let me add anything otherwise. Okay, so this is the thing that I wanted to tell you, that if I will do a unique thing, then and then by when I was adding the album also, I added the album, right? But when I was adding the song, I already put here, if you notice that I didn't put any foreign keys. Okay, so you will have to put a foreign key here, saying that yeah, okay, this is the this is the album that it belongs to. Okay, this is the album that it belongs to. So yeah, so let's do one thing. Okay, so when I was creating this song, maybe I can do okay, so I can just take the code from my select id, album name, select album. Yeah, so this is a select part. So this will come as a drop down. Okay, so don't worry about it, I will explain what it is. So this is a submit button, I will do this here. So what am I doing? This is a select tag. Okay, so selected how it is, how it looks. Let's say, okay, so add song, server is closed. So these are the HTML pages that I opened just to make a little you know quick. Okay, so this is a select. Okay, so select is this. Okay, so you will have some options, and you will basically select one of the things here. Okay, so what I did is, I will tell you. Okay, now, okay, so this is a select id. Okay, and then this is the name that you will access, that what is the selected album. Okay, option value, this was the option that I created manually, select album to insert the song. And then I run in for loop. Okay, so this is for album in albums. Okay, this for album in albums. Okay, I'm creating each option. Okay, so I will tell you what it is. So let's say from the start. Okay, so I'm adding a song. I'm adding a song. There is a name. Okay, and then I will need all the albums existing in my database. Okay, all the albums existing in my database. Um, let's go here and then see. Okay, so in my model, okay, here is the albums. Okay, and I have a relationship. I will have to put some album id, right? I will have to put some album id. Create album then song. Okay, first you will have to either create or select from the previous. Okay, you will have to understand that, so that's what I'm explaining. Okay, so this is a foreign key or in the songs table, it is album id. Okay, so this is one of these album ids you will have to put. Okay, so if suppose, for example, album id 1 has my favorites. Okay, album id 2 has something else. Okay, let's say try. Okay, whatever. Okay, so just think about it. So if you want that this song should belong to, this song should belong to this my favorite one, then in this foreign key you will have to put #1, because it is unique. No, sorry, it is not unique. I'm making mistakes. Nullable. Okay, so nullable is equal to false, that means that it can't be empty. Okay, it can't be empty. Okay, so there is one empty entry in the um, database. I will delete that. I will show you the db browser how to delete that, but you will have to put this one in the foreign key. Okay, and this should be there. Okay, so I will tell you what will happen if you will not do it. So I want all the album here present. Okay, I want all the albums here present in my list, so that I can select one of the albums and then I can create a song. Okay, so I will have to have all the albums here. I will have to have all the albums here so that I can select one of the album, and then I can create a song. Otherwise, I can create one album also. Okay, so I will tell you how to do that, but let's for now just focus on the creating. Okay, so now whenever you will add one song, you will have to have the foreign key inside it. That, yeah, when you are creating an object, you will have to have that foreign album key. Okay, so foreign underscore album is equal to something. Okay, so something should be there. Okay, so it will be an error right now, but yeah, something should be there, and then you should create, because if it is empty, then it will give error. Okay, so let me just show you a demonstration of error. Let's say Khalasi. I will submit it. Okay, so this is having a validation. I'll just remove the validation. Add song. Required is equal to true something. Yeah, here is it is required. So if you will, in any tag, if you will put required, then it will not let the submission happen. Okay, so I'll just remove the required from here. So see, if the empty is there, there is a front end validation. Okay, this is called a front end validation, because I'm putting a name here, and then I'm putting empty. So I will submit. It will let me, don't let me. Okay, so let me just refresh it. Okay, because it is, yeah, just a second. Yeah. So now if I will just pass this empty, then it will say please fill out the field. Then let me say Khalasi, and then I'll tap submit. Song created. Okay, so there is some problem. I don't know what problem, but yeah, okay. Ah, so sorry. Okay, so why it didn't give any error? Because database is not up to date, right? I added this nullable false after I created this. I should teach you migration first. I'm so sorry, but yeah. So let's just create again. So now it will have the foreign key constraints that it should not be null. Okay, so I'll just add it, submit. See, this error is really common. Okay, so what I did basically, I passed in the app, here in the app, I passed my model that nullable is equal to false. You will have to have this foreign key inside the table. You will have to have this, just a second, have this foreign key inside the table. Okay, so I did nullable is equal to false, and if I will do this, then I will have to, whenever I'm creating a song, I will have to make sure that there is one ID inside it. Okay, so I will have to make sure that there is one ID inside it here. Okay, and it should exist in the albums table. Migration, yeah. So sorry, the term I should explain. So um, just see this. Okay, so foreign key constraints will come that, yeah, this is empty and nullable should be false. See, Khalasi and comma none is there. Okay, so this type of constraints will come if you will not pass anything. Okay, so first thing. Second thing is migration. So see, if you notice, then once I created the database. Okay, so once I will create the database, this one. Okay, once this is done, then I will do db.create all. This is only for creating the instance folder and database, but if it already exists, then it will not. Okay, so you will have to do flash migration. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, so suppose I will just add some new table here. Okay, so add some new table, table. Let's say playlist. Okay, so what will happen is, if I will run the app again, it will not show the changes. Okay, so it will not show the changes. Okay, so I did just to make the things light for you, and just delete the data. I just deleted the database, and I told my application to create the database again. Okay, so at that time it updated the songs and albums, but otherwise, so you will lose the data that you saved in the database. Okay, when doing this. Okay, so whenever you update the database, you should use Flask migration so that you can update the database without deleting the database or without deleting the database, and keep your old data safe. Okay. Okay, so we will do that. Okay, so for now let's just focus on this. So you will have to pass some foreign key. Okay, so now whenever I am selecting this, okay, so it should have the albums list. Okay, so all the albums list should appear here so that I can select one, and then I can do this. So only way I can do that is I can just whenever I'm giving this Google form, right, I can just do all underscore albums. So I want all albums to appear here, right? So what I will say, that albums dot query dot all, album dot query dot all. Okay, so this will query all the albums for me, and I will give this to my HTML. Okay, so I will give this to my HTML. Okay, I will give this to my HTML and tell that, yeah, show the list. Okay, what I did, I queried from my database. I queried from my database, and I then gave gave my HTML this data so that it can show it. Any doubts still here? No? Okay. So now what I will do is I will go in this and I will run a for loop. Okay, so for albums, in all albums, for albums in all albums, okay, to show album. Okay, so value, let's say this. Okay, so album dot, what is the name inside the album table? Album underscore name. So I will do album dot album underscore name. Okay, and then I will end the for loop. Okay, yes. So we are doing filtering based on relationship. Right now we are not doing any filtering based on relationship. I'm just showing you that how to do that. Okay, so I'm just showing you that, there are some foreign key constraints you will have to take care of when you want to connect something. How do you connect something? Okay, so that's what I'm exactly explaining you right now. Okay, so now uh, yeah, so now this album names should appear here. Okay, so let's refresh this page. Okay, app is not running. Yeah, so I should just refresh this page, and as you can see, this is empty. This should have something. Okay, database is empty. So let's add some album first. Okay, so add album. Okay, I will add some album. Gujarati, let's say, album created. Then I will create one album drive, album created. Then I will refresh this table. I have two names, and then I will go to add song. I'll refresh this page. As you can see, Gujarati and drive, two options are there. What I did when I was rendering the HTML page, I was rendering the HTML page. I queried from this table. Okay, gave all the entries to my HTML form. Okay, so I queried first this, then gave all my entries to the HTML form. HTML form did a for loop. Okay, did a for loop. Okay, and then give me. So this is a select. Okay, so select will have a select tag. Inside this, you can give options. Okay, so select tag will create this kind of drop down thing, and then each option value, this one, option will have this option. Okay, so Gujarati, if I'm selecting like this. Any doubts till now? Guys, come on, reactions. Come on, guys. Come on. If you are able to understand, then tell me. If you're not able to understand, then tell me. One, two, three. More, guys, more. सो गए क्या? Okay, I guess you guys are already sleeping. So yeah, no problem. Okay, so only half reactions I could get. Okay, so yeah, so now I'm showing this name. Okay, but I will have to pass this, pass some ID also. Okay, so what is the purpose? Okay, so select. Suppose I'm selecting this Gujarati. Okay, so what value it will pass to the database or the backend? Okay, so that will be this option value. Okay, so option value can be name also. Option value can be album also. Okay, and name will be select album. Okay, so what will happen? I have created this select tag. I have created this select tag. Inside the select tag, there is a name. I will access this with this name, and value will be option value, whatever the user will select. So suppose, let's say, uh, so what does this suggest is value is album ID. Okay, so suppose there is an album name Gujarati. Okay, so it has album ID 1. So Gujarati, it will show here between the option tag, whatever the text is, it will show here. But when I will submit this form, it will send the value as album ID, which is 1. It will send the value as album ID, which is 1. Okay, okay. So it will send the album ID, which is 1. So now I will select this. Okay, drive. So it will send album ID 2. Okay, and then let's say the form action. Okay, so form action, I will say add song and send the album ID also. Okay, so I will say that send the album ID also. Okay, so action is album ID, and then I will pass the album ID. Okay, so just a second, getting a call. Add song, and then you can select the song name, select the album that you want to do, and then you can submit it. So what is happening here in the select part? What is happening here in the select part? It is basically the name is select album, and the value will be assigned whatever the user will select from these options. The value will be assigned whatever the user will select from these options, or from these options. Okay, so now what will happen? I'm sending the form here, and now also form has this select underscore album thing. Okay, so I will say that select underscore album is equal to request dot form dot get. It will contain the album ID. Okay, so request dot form dot get select underscore album. Okay, and now I will have this. Okay, so select album will be ID. So uh, foreign underscore album is equal to select underscore album. Okay, comma. Okay, so now let's run the application and try to submit, try to create a song. Okay, so now I will refresh this. I will say Khalasi. This will be a Gujarati song. Submit. Song created. Now see this carefully. What is the album ID of Gujarati 1? And if you will see in these songs, you will refresh. There will be Khalasi, and then there will be, okay. So there is some problem, I guess. Let's print this. Okay, so yeah, I forgot to maybe pass it properly, or something happened. Okay, album underscore id, album underscore id. So let's check it in the database. Is it album underscore id? It is album underscore id. Okay, so yeah, see, you will have to be careful of the attributes that you are using. Okay, so this is album underscore id. Okay, now because I passed it, and because it was some empty string, that's why it got created. But you can put a validation. You can put a validation saying that it should be integer, it should not be empty, empty string, it should not be something. You can put a backend validation as it is. Okay, so now I can put some different song, millionaire. Okay, drive. I will submit it. Okay, then if I will go to the database, and then if I will refresh the songs, then I will be able to see this foreign key too. Okay, okay. So this is the thing that I wanted to explain about foreign key constraints, unique variable, and the errors that it will come. Okay, this is really important. Why? Because you will face these errors. Okay, foreign key constraints will be there, not null constraints will be there. You should be able to read those. Okay, I will pass this, then it will say that song already exists. But let's say, okay, so this also there, and then I wanted to show you this select also, because select is important in your perspective. Because suppose you want to add something and you want to have this foreign key. Okay, so you have foreign key somewhere. Okay, in the quizzes, questions is there. So in questions you will have this foreign key, and you will have to let's say you will have to suppose select which chapter it belongs to, right? So this is really important in a way. Okay, so you should think about it, how to code. I don't know what the implementation, I don't know, I'm not saying anything. Okay, so now I did this. Okay, now you are able to understand this till here. Anyone has any problem? Anyone has any problem with we did front end validation, we did back end validation? Any problems? I should have all 8. Okay, so what are how many are there? 3 3 3 6 2 8. Yeah, 8. 1 2. Come on. 3 4 5. Okay, 6. Who is left? Okay, good. Okay, so thank you if you are able to understand this, and if you are able to implement this. Okay, so this is this front end validation, that it should not be empty. Then this is back end validation, that yeah, if it already exists, then don't put it, right? Now I will connect all these. Okay, okay, so see carefully. Okay, so when I'm adding a song, suppose I want to create one new album. Okay, I want to create new album. When I'm creating these, I want to create a new album. Okay, so let's say I'm creating a song. Let's say song is apna bana le, right? And I don't want to add it in Gujarati or drive. I want to edit in a new album called romantic album or something, right? So what will I do? I should have an option to add album here, right? I should have an option to add album here. So let's do that. Okay, so after this select, I will say a space href. Okay, and I will say add underscore song, add album, sorry, add underscore album, and then I will say add a new album. Okay, and this will take me to, if you will refresh, this will take me to, okay, so sorry, this is misplaced. I guess it is in a good place though, but let's add a line break only. Okay, yeah, yeah, add a new album. Where did it took me? It took me to the HTML form, right? Then I can just create one romantic album, but it should take me to the add songs again, right? So I will say that what is happening, I'm adding a song. Okay, then I'm getting this template, and if I'm creating, this is happening. But in between, I'm going to this route. This is giving me this HTML. But after the album is created, I will just say that return render template. Okay, so I will just redirect it. Okay, so return redirect. You know, all know redirect is what is redirect? Add underscore song. So what did I do? Add songs. It is giving me HTML. I'm going to add albums. It will add the album that I want. Again, I will go to add songs. What will happen? Romantic. I'll refresh it. Let's say romantic. I will submit. I'm going to add song. Here you can see romantic, right? I'll just say apna banale. Then I will select this romantic. Submit. Song is created. Any doubts? Any doubts? This is the last time I'm doing this foreign key, references, select, connecting the flow, right? All the things I'm doing in the you know last time. Okay, so I will only do the search functionalities and extra things in the next session. I will prepare a thing. Otherwise, I'm not doing anything extra. Okay, so let's now explore the Flash also.
Uh,
Okay.
can we do one thing? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. In the right, it is there is a link like add a new album.
Yeah.
So other than adding it like add a new album, whether it can be like suppose I'm going for something new, and if it is not there, then add a new album. It suggests in that way.
I didn't understand. These are the things that already exist in the database. This is the thing that albums में है और मैं दिखा रहा हूँ ना.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
तो अगर अगर मुझे कुछ नया चाहिए तो मैं यहाँ पे दबा दूंगा, मुझे यहाँ पे नहीं दिखेगा ना वो.
Okay, okay. In that.
समझ रहे हो?
Yeah, okay.
हाँ. Yeah. Okay. 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 So yeah. So now let's do Flash also. Okay. So I forgot the syntax. Please don't mind. I'll just see that. Okay. So I can. Okay, yeah, I can recall it. So I told you that if the add song, okay, so if the song already exists, okay, so right now if I submit, song already exists, use some different name, it is coming, right? Yeah, Sandeep.
Uh, you talked about migration. What was that?
Yeah, so that already I explained, right? So migration is, suppose I'm adding a new table here, right? So I explained it that I'm adding a new table here. Suppose I am adding a table here, okay, here, here, okay. So this was the this was the text that I wrote when I was explaining. So
Yes,
I
yes.
want to add a new table playlist, okay. So when I'm adding a new table playlist, then suppose I'm running the application, but it will not reflect.
Mhm.
Okay, so in order to reflect it, if you noticed, if I want to make the changes, I'm deleting the database and creating it again, so that the changes will reflect, right?
Okay.
I deleted the database two times. But if I
Mhm.
don't want to do that, because see, if I will delete this Kalasian millionaire will go, this albums will go. So if I will
Mhm.
delete it, I'll be able to get my updated database with the updated properties, right? Updated tables and everything. But the main problem is that I will not be able to get the what do you say? The data that I entered, right?
Yeah, previous state.
Right. So Flask migration helps us to update the database without losing the data or deleting the database. Okay. It will just update the properties itself. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we will learn that. Okay. So in the next session we will learn that. For now, let's say I'm doing this. Okay. So I'm sending a message. Okay. So what if I want to see the message here only? Okay. So Flash is the non JavaScript thing that you can do. Okay, so if you want to do the JavaScript, that I don't know, but yeah, if I want to add the song, then I'm returning this. Okay, so what I can do is I can just write Flash. So this will not be there. Okay, so it is here only, or it is, yeah, Flash is here. Okay, in the Flask. So I will do a Flash message that I want to show. Song already exists. Okay, and then I will redirect it to add underscore song. Okay, so not only redirect, it will be a return redirect. Okay, so I sent a flash message. So now Python is throwing a flash message, right? Python is throwing a flash message, but I will have to capture it. So HTML will have to have this HTML syntax. So this is on the documentation only, you can just do it. I will not give you this, but yeah. So I wrote flash there. I wrote flash there. Okay, I wrote flash there, but I want to see here in the HTML. So how the HTML will know? So HTML will know by this. Okay, so I will paste this here. Okay, and then what it is doing with messages is equal to get flash messages. This function will get the latest flash message. Okay, and if it exists, that will show the flash messages. Okay. Okay, so this is the basic syntax. You can just take it from the documentation of Flask. But let's just see the demonstration. Okay, so I'll submit. Okay, session is available because no secret key was set. an application something unique and secret. What happened? Secret key on the application, something unique and secret. Okay, so secret key I didn't set, I guess. So that is the problem. Let me see again if I can do it. Otherwise, yeah, it is giving me error. Secret key on the application to something unique. Okay, so let's add some secret key. Okay, so I guess in order to use the flask. Okay, so if I want to use flash messages, is secret key necessary? Okay, so yeah, yes, a secret key is necessary to use flash messages in most frameworks. Okay, so yeah, this I didn't know. So when I'm sending a config, okay, so config is there. So in the configuration there will be one more thing that you will be adding, that will be secret key. Okay, so app.config, there will be one secret, if I'm not wrong, this is the syntax, and then there will be some string, salted pepper. Okay, then I will just run it again. I'll go back to my form, refresh. I will end this. I will submit it. Yeah, song already exists. You saw what happened here? What happened here? I sent the message, flash message from. Okay, this is not the one. Yeah, this is the one. So I sent the flash message from the app. I told that flash song already exists. Then what I did is add song is catching this get flash messages. Okay, and I'm showing this message here, get song already exists. This will not go. Okay, you will have to find a way to make it disappear. It is a CSS thing. Okay, ask AI whatever you do. Okay, I want to make it disappear. Okay, so I will not tell you, I will not tell you that what is the CSS that you should use, but I want to remove this. But I showed you how to show the messages and redirect it to the same page. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt? Come on, I'm not expecting all seven. Come on, at least two or three people. Yeah, okay. If you have any doubt, please tell me. Okay, okay, we are good. So let's say now. Okay, so now I'm done. Okay, so I've added the songs. Okay, so now what will I do is I will redirect to return. I will do two things. Okay, from the dashboard I will give option to add song, and after adding the song I will return to slash dashboard. Okay, okay, and the what the dashboard will do, dashboard will show me all songs. Okay, so songs is equal to songs dot query dot all. Okay, and then it is showing me dashboard, so I will give this HTML template my songs. Okay, and then in the dashboard I will run a for loop. I will run a for loop for I in songs. I will do song. Okay, I sorry, I I dot, what was the name, song underscore name. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I will show you how the sorry, I refreshed this page only. Meet page only, so sorry. Yeah, so yeah, I will refresh this. Okay, I will refresh this and I will go to dashboard directly. Okay, so if I will go to dashboard for user one, let's say. Okay, so this is the error that I wanted to show you. Okay, so this is the template syntax error, Chinja exceptions, unexpected end of template. Why? Okay, so see, Chinja was looking for the following tags and for an or else. The innermost block that needs to be closed is for. Okay, so it is saying that you didn't end this for loop. Didn't end this for loop. Okay. Now I will refresh this. Okay, so see, I can see Khalasi, millionaire, apna banale, and update. Okay, so let's just separate these. I'll add this BR tag here. I will add for each one BR tag. I will give a break. I will refresh, and here also I will add one BR tag. I will add one H1 saying the songs. Yeah, songs Khalasi, millionaire, apna banale. And now I will add one hyperlink. I will add one hyperlink saying that a so make sure, okay, make sure it is outside the for loop. Okay, then slash add underscore song, then end it, add a song. Okay, then I will go here, I will refresh, I will tap on add song, I will add one song, tumse romantic, submit, template not found, slash dashboard. Okay, so there is one problem, template not found, slash dashboard. Oh, okay, so there is one problem, there is one problem. I will have to tell that, which user's dashboard it is. Okay, so slash dashboard will not work. Okay, so now um, there is one thing that you will have to understand, that how to make sure that I know the user. Okay, so in the modern things we will store the things in cookies or local storage. Okay, so local storage will have the details of the database. Local storage will have the details of the database and user. Okay, basically, so it will extract the things for user, but how do I know that which dashboard was it right now? So what you can do is, you can, in all routes you can pass a user ID from the start. Okay, so after you log in from the dashboard only, you can pass one ID. So from the dashboard you can pass one ID. Then from songs also, add song, you can pass one ID called ID. So when dashboard will render from here only, there will be one ID with it. Okay, so one thing is there to populate the ID everywhere. Okay, so every route will take the user ID and it will take the user details. Okay, so for now let me do this, then I will tell you from the flash security perspective how to do that. Okay, so let's just say that this is the ID that I am you know working on. So this is the ID that the user is active in. Okay, so in the dashboard I will say that the id that you have the id that you have user details dot id here, you see. So I will just pass here anyway, user details dot id. Okay, and I will have to use a variable. Okay, and then in add song it will go to add album. So that is not a problem. Then I want to go to dashboard again. So this add song now will have the user id. So it is not having because I'm not passing it. The form action should be add song. Okay, so yeah, add song slash. So here I don't have the id, right? Here I don't have the id. So you will have to start from the top. Okay, so I got this id here. I will have to pass this id in the function. I will have to give this id inside this. Okay, so user id is equal to id that I'm passing. You will have to pass it here, right? Then I'm going to add song. Okay, and then I'm passing here user id. Okay, and then I will refresh. This is the path, this path is doesn't exist, this path doesn't exist, but let me set it again and let me go to dashboard. Okay, add a song, still it is not giving any id. Let me see. So from the scratch. Okay, so dashboard is passing this id, user details dot id. Href is there, user details dot id, user details dot id. Okay, and then is also taking one id, right? I'm taking this id, sorry, I'm taking this id, passing the id inside it, and then it should not have any problem, right? Refresh. I will just restart. Okay, yeah, refresh. So see now, add song slash. Oh, still it is not there. Um, what is happening? This update is having the ID, right? This update doesn't have any ID. Oh, okay. There is some problem. Okay, name is empty. Oh shit. User ID one. Who is user ID one? Okay, user doesn't exist. Okay, so this all turns out that okay. So this is why you should have a validation that when the user is registering, you should not pass empty values. Okay, so the user was not existing. That's why I was not able to see anything. Now I will just log in as Darshan. I will submit. Welcome to the dashboard, Darshan. Add a song, Darshan. Here is your ID, Darshan. It is populating all ID. Okay. So now I can add a sing Millionaire Part 2. Millionaire 2. This is in the drive. I will submit it. Okay. So slash dashboard. Still it is having a problem. Yeah. So slash dashboard slash. Here I forgot to add the ID. So slash. Then I will end the string, then I will add plus, then I will sell ID. Okay, so now I will refresh it. I will continue the form submission. Now as you can see the terminal is off. Yeah, I'll refresh, continue, add song. Okay, okay, so this is the thing that you can do when you want to save the user details everywhere you want. Okay, so I'm taking the user ID in the URL everywhere I want. Okay, so now let's just refresh it. Yeah. Okay. So add songs here. Redirect. Song already exists. So let's drive submit dashboard slash one. There is one more problem. Let's see. Okay. So I'm doing a render template, guys. Are you not able to understand or something? Huh? Let's use blue eyes and submit it. Okay, so as you can see, I am here with all the names. Okay, I can add a song. Say that Madagascar. Then I can do whatever drive. Then I can add an album also. Okay, so I can add an album called Tamasha. Submit. Okay, so add song was not found, so I can find another mistake. Here also I will have to pass ID. Okay. So yeah, I will have to just populate the ID again and I will connect the things. Okay, so don't worry about it. Now I will just select the existing albums and I will just show you. See, I can see the songs. You can do the same for chapters, you can do the same for quizzes. If you want to have student specific, so it's like if you want to have student specific things, then you can do what that if you have seen the lab assignments, you have enrollments part. Okay, so you have done this enrollments thing, you can refer to the lab assignment parts. Okay, so how do you make a relationship with chapters that student has taken. Suppose I am taking chapter number 1, 2 and 3, and someone is taking chapter 4, 5 and 6, right? So what is the thing that I will have to make sure, what is the relationship that I will have to define, so that I will show the chapters only. Okay, so that is there. Okay, so and now the most important thing. Okay, so most important thing I wanted to show you is this this relationships. Okay, so why it is important to understand relationships. So let's say I'm creating album dot query dot all. Okay, so album dot query dot all. Okay, And with this you will be able to understand that user specific query kaise kare, how to do that, how to um, how to you know what do we say, uh, how to show user specific things from the relationship. Okay, so suppose I'm saying that I want to see only drive album. So how do I extract the only the songs which are in the relationship with drive album. Okay, so I will just I dot album name I will do, yeah, chain albums, j dot album. Okay, I will refresh this. I am able to see this, right? Drive romantic Gujarati. Let's say I'm putting a br tag and I want to see. Okay, so now let's say I'm putting an href here also. Okay, I want to put one href here also, saying that song of that albums. Okay, this is type of the route that I'm making right now, song of that albums. Okay, so I will show you this, just a second. Yeah, so let's say I am tapping here. So right now this doesn't exist, but when I will select this Gujarati, this page should give me all the songs inside the Gujarati album. Okay, so how do I find it? Okay, so I have a relationship, you remember I have a relationship. So I have a relationship, so let's go here. And if I have a song object, I can do all the songs, all the album, that album. Okay, I can do that album. Okay, so here you will have to understand one thing, that relationship is object to object. Okay, so if you will have a song object, okay, if you will have a song object, and if you will do dot album with it, okay, so you will know how to access properties, right? I will not explain this. So this will give me the whole album object related to it. Then you can extract names and anything. Okay, okay, and this backref is for that. Okay, so if I have songs, okay, if I have songs, I can do dot album and I can access the album. But if I have album, if I have an album object, if I have an album object, and if I want the songs with that particular album object, okay, so song 2, okay, so we added some more songs, song song 4, right? So you can also extract everything here also, right? So this reverse property is this backref. Okay, so people use back populates also, back underscore populate, something like this. So I'm using backref. So if you will have an album object and if you will do songs, it will do a reverse and it will give you the songs that are in the albums table, in that albums table. Am I clear? Am I clear? All six people, am I clear? Am I clear? Hello. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. 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 So this is the thing. Now, if I will say that I will create one HTML page. Okay. So first I will create the route that I'm redirecting my user into, right? So I'll just. So this is my app, and I will go here, and I will say that app.route slash song. What was the name that I put? Um, where was it? Array. Where was the thing? Yeah, in the templates. Yeah, in the templates dashboard. Yeah, song of that albums. Okay, so let's say I'm doing this. I'm creating one route saying songs. Okay, so I copied it. Yeah, song of that albums. Okay, and I will say that def songs. Okay, then I will say return, not just render template, return render template, and I will say song of album dot html. Okay, but problem is that which album? Okay, so you will have to pass one album id from here, right? You will have to pass one album id saying that which album is that, the songs you want, the songs you want is are from which album. So we'll have to pass one album id. So I have the album id, right? So I will just pass the album id here. I will say song of that albums. What albums? J dot alb underscore id. Okay, I'm passing this id, song of that album slash slash, and it will give me the html page. Okay, this is accepting this id, and this will take this id, and I will render the template song of album.html. Okay, and I will do song of album.html. I'll print song of album id given. Let's just do till here. Okay, so you will understand. Okay, so let's do a refresh. Okay, so now see, if I am tapping on, okay, so this is not a hyperlink that I created. Dashboard j dot album name, this should be songs of song of that albums. What did I do? Song of that albums. Yeah, it is good. Why it is not giving me? Okay, this is song, this is album. Sorry. Huh, yeah. So Tamasha, you see, song of that album number 4. Okay, drive album number 2. Okay, so now comes the best part, that I have the album id, right? So what did I say? Relationships are object to object. So what we will do is, I have the album id. Now I will find the object of that album id, then call songs relationship on that id. What did I say? What did I say? Okay, focus. Okay, what did I say? I said that if I have a songs object, okay, if I have a song object whole as a whole, then I can extract albums. But if I have an album object, then I can extract songs. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so first I will have to find that album. Okay, so album instance is equal to find the album instance in the table, find the album instance in the table, which is having alb underscore id, which is equal to this id. Okay, dot first. Okay, and then I will call album instance dot, so songs is equal to album instance dot songs. Okay, and then I will print songs. Let's just print first. Okay, so I call the reverse relationship. Okay, so I will just save it and I will refresh. Okay, so app is closed. Let's just clear the terminal again. Oh, sorry, it will not be able. I will not be able to clear it. So let me just clear it. Control C, clear Python app.py, and then let's go to Gujarati. Okay, as you can see, it is empty list. Why it is empty list? I want song of the album id 1. So if I will go to this songs table, and if I will see, then there is a Khalasi with album id foreign key 0, and there is a millionaire with album id Oh, sorry. I will refresh. Yeah. So there is nothing with album ID 1. Okay. There's nothing with album ID 1. If I will do 2, okay, then see songs 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have all these rows. I have all these rows directly coming here. Directly coming here with the relationship. From which relationship? From this relationship. Okay, what I did is songs table, album relationship, reverse relationship is songs. If I have songs ID, then I can get the album ID. But if I have the album ID, okay, then I can get the back property songs, and I can get the songs object directly here. Okay, and then I can iterate in the objects, and then I can do all the things that I want to do, right? So that is my thing, that song of album HTML. Now I will give songs. Okay, so I will give songs to this template. Songs is equal to songs. Okay, I will go to the song of album. I will tell that for I in songs, you will print, what you will print, I dot song underscore name. Okay, song underscore name. Okay, and I will end the for loop and for. Okay, so just to make it interesting, let's go one more step. It will be the last step for today. Let me just show you this only. Okay, so I will just refresh this. Millionaire 2, Millionaire 3, Blue Eyes, Matar Kashti. If I want to do album number 3 Alpna Banale and Tumse. Is this clear? Is this relationship thing clear, guys? Back populate 1 2. Come on 7 reactions. Come on, I'm counting 3 4 5 6. Who two are left? Ananya and who? One more. Come on, one more. Who is left? Who is left? Who is left? Who is left? Is this clear? Is this clear? Come on. Okay. Okay. So Keith is sleeping, I guess. Kitty, no reaction. Okay. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Now let's say I want this straight relationship also. So what I will do, I will just say that I want to go to that songs page. This is what exactly. So I went to this dashboard. I have this songs. I have this add song option. I have this albums, and I have add song option, right? Add an album option. Okay, so sorry. So I will just do this. I will go to dashboard. This is add song, add song. Both are add song. Okay, so Gujarati and let's say these are the albums, and then I will album. Okay, and I will tell that now the album will also take the ID. Okay, so from here I'm passing the ID. Okay, album will take the ID. Album will take the ID, and album will pass it with the ID. Okay, so ID is taken by here. ID is taken here. Okay, and ID is taken here. Okay, so it will pass the ID. Add album.html will be there, and then I will pass the album with the user ID again. Add song. Add song will take the ID. Okay, and add song.html also will have add album. So add album will have user ID. Okay, and then in the dashboard I will say add an album. Okay, and then I will have, well, hello, welcome to the dashboard. I will add br here. I will add br here. I will I will do h1 albums here. Then I will add br here. Uh, yeah, okay, done. Let me refresh. Yeah, songs are there. If you want to add, albums are there. Add an album. If you want to add an album, what you want to add, whatever. So 1 2 3, 1 2 3 is an album. I'm adding an album. Okay, so if I'm adding an album, then two things should happen. Okay, so if I'm adding an album, then I should go to dashboard actually. Okay, but never mind, I'll just add a song. Okay, so let's say ek do teen. Okay, so there's a 1 2 3 album. Okay, and I'm submitting it. Okay, so as you can see, 1 2 3 album is also there, and then ek do teen song is also there. So I'm able to create the songs here. I'm able to create the albums here. I can see the albums here. I can go to the songs which are there in that album. Okay, so romantic should have the songs, right? Song of that album. So why it doesn't have 1 2 3 should have it. Why it is having a problem? Let's see. Song of that album. Um, okay, so this is, yeah, okay, sorry, yeah, refresh, then tamasha. Okay, there is one more problem, I guess, something. Yeah, you're able to see this, right? Apna bana le tumse, right? Then tamasha should have a matragasti song, right? So maybe it is not created, but yeah. Okay, so 1 2 3 has ek do teen song, right? So okay, so isn't this fun? Okay, so now you can do that. You can get a relationship of what user has created what albums. Okay, so you can have separate tables also, but it doesn't matter as long as you are maintaining that relationship is clear, that yeah, so you are able to see album number one songs in the page, and you are not seeing any others. Okay, so if you are maintaining that, you can create relationships. You can also do that you can fetch the id. Okay, you can fetch the id and then search, as we discussed, right? First fetch the id from the relationship table. Okay, so this notes, let me go to the notes. Okay, and then if you see that, yeah, you can just from the relationship you can fetch the id list, right? And then iterate in the songs table also. Okay, so that is also good. Okay, but yeah, you can have this type of relationship also. You can have, you can give in this album table. In this album table, you can have a foreign key of user key, foreign. So what exactly the album refers to, what user, right? Which user the album refers to, right? So you can have that relationship, right? So let's do one more thing, last thing. So that is, if you want to go to the pages of the songs, and if you want to see the album which it belong to. Okay, so let's say I'm doing a href is equal to, I'm saying slash song page. Which song it is? Which song it is? It is song number I dot s. S underscore id. Yeah. So I dot s underscore id. This is the song. Create an hyperlink, and it should go to that page. Okay. So now I will tell you how to use relationship with that. Okay. So song page. So if I will refresh. This will be a hyperlinks now. I can create cards also. I can hide hyperlinks also, but it is your work. Okay. So I will create one route called song page. Okay. Song page. It is taking the song ID. App dot route. Okay. It is getting the song page. Then slash song page slash song ID. It is taking what ID will be there for the song. Def song ID it is taking, and I want to show the song name. I'm already showing, right? So let's say I want to show the song ID. Okay, so song ID is equal to songs dot query dot filter by, I will tell song s underscore id should be equal to the id that I passed, dot first, right? And then there is one more thing. I will use the relationship, album relationship, right? So what I will have to do exactly, this is not the song id, right? So this is the song object, song instance. Okay, song instance. So I will pass the song instance in the table. Okay, so I will have all the details of the table in this page, in the song of album page. Okay, sorry, just a second. I made a mistake. I wrote the route here. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So what I will do is return render template. I will add song page dot html. So I will give the whole song instance in the html. But how do I know the album? So album is equal to song instance dot album. So it will give me the album object. Okay. So I will print the album object also. Okay. And the last and final thing I will do is I will pass the song instance inside it is equal to song instance comma album is equal to album. Remember it is album object only. Okay, so I will have to do that. So I will pass this song object song underscore object sorry song page dot html. I will create this and I will tell that print song instance dot id and then print album dot album underscore name. Okay, let's see what it will do. Okay, refresh. It is not running obviously. I will first clear the terminal and then I will show you. Yeah, now I will refresh. Kalasi, I'm going to song instance is not defined. What happened? Song instance. Uh, song inst. Oh, instance. Store instance. In instance. Okay, instance, instance, instance here, and song page also should have instance. Yeah, that okay, done and dusted. Okay, so just remember, okay, these all mistakes are really common. I'm going to this song page but I'm not able to see anything. Okay, so id doesn't exist. Let me see the properties, bro. So if you can see, this is none. Okay, so that means that Khalasi doesn't belong to any album. So let's go to dashboard for user one again. Okay, millionaire belongs to drive album. See, id it is not showing because the attribute is s underscore id, right? So add song page. Okay, so s underscore id, and then if I will refresh, then 2 is the song id and the drive is the album. Okay, Matragashti drive is the album. Okay, then Blue Eyes Drive is the album. Okay, Apna Banale Romantic is the album. Tumse Romantic is the album. Okay, so this is a relationship state I used. Okay, is there any doubt? Come on, 7 reactions, 6 reactions. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Manaswini, who is left? Okay, all. Okay, 5. Sorry, not 6. Done and dusted. Okay, so now you are really ready to define relationships, use relationships. Now give me the reaction, say that yeah, raise your hand if you will be able to see. Errors are not a problem, but raise your hands if you will be able to define relationships within your chapters, quizzes, courses, and all the things, and make your things like you can make your dashboard, you can see this, you can redirect this, you can show flash messages. Raise your hand if you will be able to do this after this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see 4. Manaswini, I'm not saying that you will have to. Come on, raise your hand then. Yeah, now it looks good. Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay then, guys. Thank you so much for joining and sticking with me. And this session is now over.